Hi, Badger. Hi. Oh my goodness me. Why have you got sunglasses on when you're indoors? Because you're a rock star. Well, I suppose you are a bit of a rock star, but you are indoors. So I really think that you should take them off, okay? Because you won't be able to see properly. Right, there we are. Thank you. Oh, and hello again. And welcome to chapter 2 of Badger the Mystical Mutt. Really looking forward to this. Now, Badger, do we have a clue for chapter 2? Oh, we do. Chapter 2. There we are. Fab, fab, fab. And we will fold it over and put it into the famous red magic bag. There we are. In the bag. Wow. Look. A pair of scissors. Intriguing. Right, thank you, Badger. Be really careful with them. I know. I will put them in a safe place. Right. Now, Badger. Shall we begin? Chapter 2. Here we go. Hamish stumbled quickly through the fence, tripped and landed at Badger's feet with a thump. Badger lifted his head and sighed. Hamish shifted from paw to paw. "What's the matter, Hamish?" asked Badger, noticing that Hamish's long floppy ears were tied together in a knot on the top of his head. "What happened to your ears?" Hamish looked up, trying to see his rearranged ears. "Oh, that! Oh, it's nothing really. I just have to walk past them and they..." Badger interrupted. "Let me guess. Top dog and his gang?" Hamish nodded woefully. "I don't know what I've done. I just mind my own business and they still pick on me. They keep calling me Fancy Pants and shouted something about pet idol." "Ah, yes," said Badger. "I picked up the P-mail about that and saw it in the big folks' newspaper. Your favourite to win, Hamish." "But I don't know anything about it," said Hamish wearily. "The dog catcher has put an advertisement in the paper and posters on the lampposts about Top Dog and his gang," sighed Badger. "What's that got to do with Pet Idol?" "Because you've been nominated in the contest. The lane is in the spotlight." "But why is that my fault?" asked Hamish, a bit baffled. "I don't know. Why don't I show you some tricks to make you smile so you can forget about Pet Idol for a while," said Badger. "Watch this." "Okay," sighed Hamish. "Is that why they call you Badger the Mystical Mutt?" "Well, Hamish, Badger the Mystical Mutt was a name given to me by my ancestors. I have travelled the world for centuries and now I have ended up in this garden with these big folk to carry on using magical powers for good." Right," said Hamish. "See this tail?" Hamish examined his long-haired, sleek, swishing tail. "This isn't just any tail. It's a magical tail. Have you seen those gigantic flying machines in the sky carrying the big folk from one country to another?" Well, they're very noisy. They're not birds, are they?" "No, they're not birds. The big folk made them, modelled on my invention, of course. Watch and learn." Badger straightened his legs and wagged his bottom until his tail began to whir. Within seconds, Badger lifted off from the ground and hovered in the air above Hamish. "Wow!" exclaimed Hamish as Badger circled him mischievously. "If I add my famous doggy sky paddle, I can move forwards and steer in any direction." Badger's big paws climbed the air in front of him, and he rose higher and higher until he was level with his big folks' roof. "Awesome!" squealed Hamish, who by now was chasing his own tail in excitement. "But how'd you get down?" "I haven't quite mastered that particular manoeuvre yet," shouted Badger as his tail stopped whirring, his paws stopped climbing, and he plummeted swiftly to the grass with a thud. "It's still awesome," said Hamish in complete admiration. Badger jumped to his feet, shaking himself vigorously. "So, let me see. You mean there's more?" asked Hamish, who had now forgotten his earlier trauma with Top Dog and was more than a little impressed. "Of course! See this nose?" Badger's big brown eyes went cross-eyed as he focused fondly on his snout. Hamish looked on intently and nodded. "This nose is not just any nose. It's a magical nose. Not only can it detect browning bread in toasters next door, but also aromas the length and breadth of the country and beyond. From a toasted baguette in the French Riviera to a freshly heated poppadom in the far east. From a large Lancashire loaf to a buttered bagel in New York City. I can sniff them all." "Goodness!" said Hamish. Badger, enjoying the attention, continued. "Once a famous spy asked for help with a special sniffing mission. Now even the Secret Service has adopted these methods to catch out the baddies." "Goodness!" repeated Hamish, eager for Badger's next tale. "And last, but by no means least, have you seen the big white plates stuck on the walls of the big folks' houses?" Hamish nodded. "Naturally, I gave them the specifications for such objects based on my very own ears," said Badger. "Why? What are they for? And how are they connected to your ears? Your ears are black and furry and much smaller than those big dishes." "Ah," said Badger, "like me, they get messages from space." His ears began to revolve and he shouted excitedly, "Sonic boom boom!" "Wow!" said Hamish. "Not just any ears, Hamish. These are magical ears!" shouted Hamish. "You've got it, and that, my friend, is why I am called Badger the Mystical Mutt. Now, why are you here again?" asked Badger. Hamish pointed a paw upwards to his long floppy ears, which were still tied in a knot on top of his head. "Ah, yes, let's get that sorted." Badger untied Hamish's ears until they hung properly at the side of his head. "Now, next time you come face to face with Top Dog and his gang, tell them that they're just jealous because you're in the competition and they're not." And with that, Hamish set off home, feeling a lot better. But he had only just stepped back into the lane when he heard a strange click and scraping noise right next to his ears. He spun round in panic. "Not so pretty now, Hamish," snarled Top Dog, waving a pair of gleaming scissors in his face. And that is the end of chapter 2. Oh my goodness! I wonder what's going to happen in chapter 3. I really hope Hamish is okay. Oh, wow. Well, thanks, Badger. Oh, time for some toast. I don't know about you, but I'm really hungry, so toast time. Oh, thanks, Badger. High five. That was great. Thank you. Lovely. Mm-hmm.